Hello everyone, thanks for purchasing my course. In this video, I'm going to give the overview introduction about AI tools, ChatGPT and Google Gemini. Apart from this video, you will be getting PDF files also. You can go through the PDF files for more details. I want to keep this video very simple so that beginners can easily understand it. Okay, so first of all, what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is like algorithm. Algorithm is nothing but a set of instructions given for the computers. So similarly, it's kind of algorithm based on mathematical models. This algorithm can get trained by input data, and then it can act on it. Suppose if it is able to generate new content, then it is known as generative AI. So ChatGPT and Google Gemini are coming under that category, generative AI. Okay, so basically for generating new content, it needs already trained models, right? So that is what called as LLM, large language models. So that LLMs are trained with a lot of content. So like a lot of books and images, a lot of content were used for training those models. Okay, so based on that LLM, large language models, that generative AI is working. So both OpenAI and Google trained their LLMs with a lot of data. So that is why we have to use their models, like their tools, basically ChatGPT and Google Gemini. Otherwise, if we are having that algorithm, we can use for our own purpose. Say for example, if you are planning to create very simple thing, you can train with less data and it will work accordingly. Okay, that is the very fundamental of AI, LLMs and generative AI. Okay, so ultimately we have to use ChatGPT and Gemini if we want to get the benefits of large language model trainings. Okay, otherwise for ourselves it is very difficult to train with that amount of data. Okay, so it is very basic thing. So we need to use ChatGPT and Gemini for the full benefit of getting the full benefit of the AI. Okay, so this is where that tools play a very important role. So it is very important to understand about them. We need to understand them properly so that we can use them in our daily life for our career growth, for our business. So it is very important. Many people are not aware of that. So I want to talk about that also. So if you are not aware of that, just understand the power of them. Okay, it is true that they are not perfect, but still we will be able to manage them to our benefits. Okay, that is what I want to highlight here before starting the actual okay, let me first start with Google Gemini. Okay, so for that we need to go to browser, and you can type gemini.google.com. okay, here you have to click the sign in. You have to sign in with your username and password. Okay, once after signing in, we will be seeing this screen. Actually, Google Gemini is offering some sample prompts, like give me tips for how to grow my YouTube channel. A prompt is nothing but input data. Okay, so for getting output, we need to give input. So if you need some answer, you have to ask question. If you need some details, you need to ask. Okay, here some sample prompts we can see. Okay, before going in detail, first of all, I would like to inform about the various components of the screen. Okay, so here it is the prompt entering box. Here you can enter the prompts as a text. Okay, or you can give the input prompt as image also. You can upload the image by clicking this icon. Okay, You can upload the image, or you can give the input as audio using this microphone. Okay. Similarly, output also, it will provide the output in the text format. If you are asking it to create image, it will be creating image, and it will be giving the image output. And apart from that, you can listen to this text answer by clicking this speaker icon, listen icon. Okay. And here you can see drafts, apart from this answer, it will be generating other answers also. You can go through the other drafts. Okay. And if you want to regenerate it, you can click this regenerate to get additional uh, response. Okay. This is about input and output here. And here you are seeing Gemini and Gemini Advanced, right? So Gemini Advanced is a paid version, so we have to upgrade to that. So by making payment, subscription, monthly payment. In India, it is 1950 per month. Okay. And apart from Gemini Advanced, we will be getting other features like 2 TB of storage, other things. Okay. But here the tutorial video, I'll be just using this Gemini free version. Okay. If you are having advanced option, you can change here. Okay. Otherwise, you can use this Gemini. And if you like the output, you can mark it as a good response by pressing this thumbs up button. Otherwise, you can use thumbs down for bad response. Okay. And here you can modify the response. You can make it shorter, longer, simpler, more casual, more professional, like that. And you can share the output. You can share, export to docs, draft in Gmail. Okay, you can straight away send it to the Gmail. Okay, draft. And one important thing is, though the artificial intelligence tools ChatGPT and Gemini are very useful, they used to give some wrong information also. So we need to be very careful in using their output. Actually, Google Gemini is providing this option, double check response. If you click this G icon, it will be searching the Google search results, and it will compare the Gemini output with that. And if it is finding any discrepancy, it will be highlighting that. I will be showing it later. Okay. And here it is for copying the output. And in this side here, it is important one, new chart. Suppose if you don't want to keep connection with the previous chart, you can just start with a new chart. Okay. And here help and FAQ about Gemini. Okay, stuff. Activity, if you want to see your old prompts, you can click activity. In the settings, you can choose what are the extensions you want to include with your Google Gemini. Okay, I'll be explaining it detail. So these are the basic things. Okay, so new chart. Okay, so that's it enough. So if you want to talk about any specific topic, just to start new chart. Other things mostly we don't need. Okay, initially. So let me start with very simple prompts. Okay, suppose if you want to write a poem about the sun, you can ask it. Okay, otherwise you can simply say write a poem. It will be choosing random topic and it will create the poem. Okay, or if you want a specific thing, you can mention that. Okay, write it in 2 lines. And if you want to write it without using vowels, you can ask. So it's wrong information, right? It's not able to create. It simply removed the vowels. Okay. So we need to be very careful about their response. It is very creative and it is informative, but it's not accurate. Okay, so we need to understand that. But if you train it by giving a lot of data, and in that case somehow it will be improving. Okay, Okay, so here I'll just, it is just to give the write the story immediately. Okay, and if you want to make it short, you can use the shorter version of that story. And if you want some information, like you can use it for writing code. Okay, write code, PHP code, or any code. Okay, any language, computer language, you can use code for creating contact form. It will be writing the code. Okay, and we need to be very careful in using code. You have to manually verify all the details. Okay, so it created the code, right? But we can improve it a lot. We can ask it to make it secure. Okay, we can ask it make it secure, and even we can instruct it to use some kind of specific variable naming. Depend GPT. So here it included GPT. Okay, so we can ask it to add some validations. So interactively, you can create the desired code, or otherwise, in the prompt itself, you can mention everything. So that is what prompt engineering is all about. You need to learn about how to create the prompt. The first time itself, you have to specify all the requirements. Then you can save a lot of time. Okay, like create a contact form, create PHP contact form in secured way, and use variable names starting with, or you can straight say start variable name with QPT. We can use underscore also, QPT underscore. So it by improving the prompt, we can save significant time. Okay, so we can use for creating, so it's sanitize input, used everything to improve the security. Okay, and it's giving some explanation also. So but as I said, we need to be very careful. We have to manually verify the code. But anyway, for typing the details, everything, we will be able to save a lot of time. Okay, this is about writing code, and we can ask it to create even quiz program. I already created my quiz program using this to only create a quiz program. And if you are going to create quiz with coding, even you can ask to create. For any topic, you can ask it to create quiz. Okay. And if you want to output the format, say for example, it is using ABC, right? You can ask it to use 1, 2, 3 instead of ABC options. So now it is using 1, 2, 3. Okay. So in case of proper prompt engineering, in the beginning, the first prompt itself, you can say that use 1, 2, 3 in the options, like that. Okay, and it seems it's highlighting the correct answer. Okay, so maybe you can specify it like provide the correct answer at the end, like that. Okay, so it is one way interactively developing the record output. Otherwise, if you are familiar with prompt engineering, I mean, if you are becoming expertise, you can straight away in the first prompt itself, you can specify all the requirements. So it's nothing but specifying the requirements. Okay, but you need to be a bit familiar with the working of Gemini so that you can frame your prompt properly. Okay. So the double check if you want to check whether the answer is correct. we can double check response is this. It will be like searching the Google, and it will be cross checking the outputs. So for since it is like in combination of various outputs, it's not able to find it. I will be showing a simple example, which is, it's taking time now. It's saying that the answer is Nile River, but some debate about this, right? Okay, so let me check with Google. It's not able to do it for this complex one. Maybe we can ask very simple question, which is capital of India. Okay, here we can double check it. It is evaluating the result. Check completed. Understand the result. It's in green. Green means it's similar to the statement. Okay. So if it is highlighting in this color means then it's wrong. Okay. So now we can understand that it is correct. So if it is correct, maybe you can mark it as good response. So correct. So if you're giving our feedback, we can expect some improved correctness. Okay. So we can use it for creating code. We can use it for creating poem, essays. So creating essays, that's what usefulness for your business, for your career. Okay. If we have enabled the extension, if we have enabled the YouTube, here YouTube is enabled, right? So in that case, we can ask questions related to YouTube also, like suggest me some good YouTube tutorial for cooking. Okay, so it's giving you the links to the cooking videos. Okay. And if you want to get it in Tamil, you can ask any language. Suggest it in Tamil. But normally it is good at translation, but it seems it's not able to do the YouTube search in other languages. Okay. But it can do the translation into many languages. Okay. And even we can input the prompts in other languages. Okay. And we can ask about any information within the video also. For example, yesterday I uploaded one video about robots. Okay, I will ask question related to that. Robots. Can robots truly be human? Watch this video. I am copying the URL of that video and asking questions about it. Like give me summary information of this video. Okay, now it will go through the video, and it will be creating the summary information. Okay, so it will be very useful for understanding the core message of any long videos. Okay, but again, we need not completely rely on this Gemini output. Okay, not only Gemini, for any kind of AI tools, the reliability is very low. Okay, so we need to be very careful in relying them. So, but somewhat it created correct output only for this video. And but like we can use it for a lot of purpose. You can go through all the details in the PDF file. I don't want to repeat the things. I want to keep this video simple. Okay, for example, I'm just giving, like, say for example, if you are planning to upload news video, technology news video, you can ask it to give the today's latest technology news video. Give me a list of today's tech news. Or if you are interested in political news, you can ask it to give the political news or any kind of science news means. So, it used to give all the details. Maybe you can ask links, provide links also. So it's tried to add that, but removed because of safety reasons. I don't know why. But sometimes it used to give that things. Maybe you can check. So here it provided the links. Okay. Here it's removed. So if the first draft is not good, we can try with other things also. Or we can use the draft options for creating. It will be very useful in case of poem, other things. Create poem about computer. A box of steel, a glowing screen, a within a digital scene. Okay. So if you don't like this, maybe you can check other thing. Okay. Or even you can generate new draft. Here you are seeing this refresh icon, right? You click it, it will be generating new output. Okay. You can use it for various purposes. Okay. Maybe I will be talking about later after showing the ChatGPT screens now. Okay, and next let me show you ChatGPT. ChatGPT provided by OpenAI. So we can access it by typing chat.openai.com. Okay. So here we need to log in. We can log in with Google. Okay. So interface is somewhat similar to Gemini only. Okay. You have to type the message here, prompts here. Okay. And here also it's providing some samples. And here also we can add new chart. So mostly same. Okay. And here also for free version GPT 3.5, paid GPT-4 is paid version. Okay. So the key difference about ChatGPT and Gemini in terms of free versions is ChatGPT is not having up-to-date information. We cannot ask it to create news. I mean, show the latest news like that. Okay. So for that you need to get paid. So mostly I will be showing all the examples, demos through Gemini. Here I am just showing the interface. Okay. You have to access it, chat.openai.com. Okay, and you have to ask your questions here. Okay, here also we can refresh, I mean regenerate, and read aloud is there, and copy is there. Okay, and here the settings very limited only here. Okay, so here we can customize ChatGPT. We need not keep on give the details again and again. You can give your details like where are you based, what do you do for work. So if you provide those details, then it will be giving some relevant information easily. Okay. That option is here, and other than that, the settings are like simple things only. Okay. Here we can ask it to write a poem. So writing poem, other things are very general thing, but actually we can use ChatGPT and Gemini for real business and a lot of things. Okay. It is more interactive. Gemini is more into assumption. Okay. We can here also we can ask it to make it short. Okay. This is ChatGPT. Here ChatGPT strength is creativity. Okay. Google Gemini strength is informative. It used to say that accurate, but it's not that much accurate, but informative, somewhat informative. Here it's creative. Okay. We can use ChatGPT and Gemini for a lot of businesses, for personal growth, our daily life. You can refer the PDF to see all the sample prompts. Okay, um, because as I said, I want to keep this video very simple. Okay, so here it's clear, right? We have to go to chat.openai and log in. Then we can ask questions. We can ask, create like. Suggest me some create blog post about Google Gemini. So here it is not having latest information, so obviously it is wrong. Okay, it's not talking about Google AI Gemini, it's talking about some different thing. So it's entirely different thing, it's talking about entirely different thing. So we need to be very careful with AI tools. Okay, but if you ask like write blog post about SEO, okay, so you can give a specific title, and even you can ask it to suggest titles. Okay, so this is what I want to highlight. We need to know for what we need to use AI, and for what are the things we shouldn't use AI. Okay, so if you are practicing with the AI tools, you will be automatically coming to know about that kind of things. But as a rule of thumb, start with known things. Then only you will be knowing about whether it is giving correct answer or not. So now we can just copy it and publish it on our blog. Okay. So this is about ChatGPT. Okay. So as I said, I will be giving more demo using Gemini. So what are the things applicable with Gemini? That and all applicable for ChatGPT also. But in case of free version, it won't uh, access the latest information. Okay. Let me ask the same question here also. Create blog post. It is Gemini. Okay. Create a blog post. But this free version of Gemini is multimodal. Here we can input uh, image data also. Similarly, we can ask it to create images. Okay. So both of them are using different style. Maybe you can get details from both tools and you can combine. Apart from these things, for specifically for writing, we can use a lot of other AI tools also, like Writer, um, Jasper, like that. You can check the PDF file for the details. Okay. Okay. As I said, we can ask to create images, as well as we can input image also. For example, loading this image and ask it to give comments. But if you upload images with the person picture, then it will be automatically removing that. Okay, it's able to read the content, and just did that. It's the image of book cover. Okay, it's giving some feedback about the cover design. So we can use this feature for our business. Say for example, if you're running advertisements, you can give the available images, and you can ask Gemini to give its feedback. So based on the feedback, you can choose the appropriate image, best performing image. Okay, so a lot of benefits are there. And similarly, we can ask it to create images, create an image with slogan. This is my book title. Okay, so I can create an image with this for promoting my book. So we can use AI and I mean Google Gemini. Okay, immediately created, but sometimes the spelling mistakes are there. Okay, so we need to correct them. And you can download the high resolution image also. Here it missed the word move. So if you want more images, you can generate more. Okay. As I said, decentral, that not that much reliable, but we can use for getting some information, and we can carefully analyze that, and we can use, choose the best one. Okay. So that option is there. So that is the way we have to use these kinds of AI tools as of now. Okay. So I'm stopping the video here, and go through the PDF files, and I provide a lot of information there. Okay. Apart from using Google Gemini and ChatGPT on web browsers, we can use them as mobile apps also. You can download ChatGPT app from Play Store. Okay. Here another advantage is we can interactively talk with that. It is more convenient than using web browser. Okay. I used it for promoting my ebook. I just had a conversation with ChatGPT mobile app. It went very smoothly. Okay. And in case of Google Gemini, for me it was not appearing. Okay. So actually it is part of Google Assistant. So it is rolling out step by step. So you can just try the Google Assistant here, Google Assistant, right? So the mobile app, that app you can install, and you can check whether it is available for you. Okay, for me it's not available yet. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. Okay. And just as I said, just go through the PDFs also, and for any latest updates, check my YouTube channel, youtube.com/QPT. Okay, thanks.